Rethunk Gunk is Rethunk Junk by Laura's Decoupage Medium. I'm going to take these beautiful napkins that I found yesterday at Hobby Lobby and use up a few more of these wooden eggs. You can see how I applied some Rethunk Gunk to my fingers and tapped on the corner to get the ply off of the napkin. Now I'm just going to decide which part of it I want to use on this egg, and I think we'll just go right here. So because my egg is just pale bare wood, I didn't paint it white first, but if this was a darker background, I would probably paint it in a white first before I decoupage. So I'm just going to squirt some of that gunk on there. I put mine in a condiment container because I use so much of it, it's easy to squeeze out. And just taking a regular artist brush and brushing it over my surface. And then I'm going to very gently apply the napkin to the surface and then use my brush and go back over it. Will this be totally wrinkle free? No, it won't, but I embrace the wrinkles and I use them in the project. So I'm just going to go back over it with some more gunk. And then here's a tip. For quick drying, I set it out in the sun. Now once it's dry, I'm going to trim the edges, and I'm just using a little piece of sandpaper today, and I'm going in a downward motion. I'm taking my favorite coffee colored ink and just going around the edges, and you could go over the whole surface if you wanted to, but I'm just going to do the edges for now. So now I'm going to pull out my UV resin. Yeah, I'm going to squirt some of my UV resin over the surface of my egg, and I'm going to bring out my glass pieces. You know how I've been using glass to create pictures? Well, I'm going to use some of those glass pieces to zhuzh up this egg, because you know I am a zhuzher. I have these little half circles, they're clear. So I'm going to put those in the center, and I've already put my UV resin on here. It's a little sticky, I haven't cured it yet. So I just placed my objects on it, and then I'm using a popsicle stick to move them into place where I want them to be so I don't get too much resin on my fingers. If you do get resin on, you just spray some rubbing alcohol on your hands and wash them off, and it will come right off. So I'm putting a few of the little clear pieces on there, and then I have some pink glass, and I'm going to sprinkle that on some of the petals just to give this piece a little sparkle and glitter and shine and dimension. Just really adds a lot of fun to it. And I've got this really cool green pieces that I got at Hobby Lobby the other day, because they have whatever glass they have for mosaics and that kind of thing are on sale this week. At least at my Hobby Lobby they were for 50% off. So I picked up some more. And I'm going to put some of the green ones on some of the leaves. And I'm going to use my popsicle stick to move them in place. And once I have all my pieces, oh yeah, I'm going to add a few little turquoise pieces just for the fun of it, to add another pop of color. And then once I have everything in place, I'm just going to go over it again with a little more of the UV resin, just to cover all of my glass pieces. And remember, with UV resin, you don't use a lot of resin. It's for thin layers, but this is going to hold everything in place. Just a real thin layer of resin over the whole piece again. And then I'm going to pop it under my UV light. But if you don't have a UV light, don't worry. If it's a sunny day outside, just put it outside for about 5 minutes and it will cure it. Now let's not neglect the back of our egg. I mixed the Rethunk Junk Color Violet Shadow with a little bit of the new color Birch to make this really pretty soft purple lilac-y color. We're just going to paint the bottom or the back of the egg. And then we're going to give it a little bow. And I think we're just going to make it simple and put a little raffia bow up there, because that's really kind of all that it needs. Remember yesterday's little chicks, how I put that cardboard ring from my paper towel holder on the back and made it a napkin ring? You could do the same thing with these. Oh my goodness, these are so cute. I love them. Rethunk Gunk Decoupage Medium, a cute napkin from Hobby Lobby, some glass pieces. It's special.